Okay, we are back, and this will be questions 101 through 120 for the general knowledge test for the CDL license. I apologize for my last video. The sound was way too loud, so hopefully I've corrected that. Hopefully it won't be so loud in this particular video. So let's begin. We have question 101. Sometimes you need to leave a road to avoid a hazard or emergency. When you do so, you should keep in mind that most shoulders are not strong enough to support a heavy vehicle. B. You might be unable to re-enter the road because of the gravel used on the shoulders. C. It is less dangerous to drive onto the shoulders than to make a collision. Yeah, I would say it is definitely less dangerous to drive onto the shoulder than to make a collision. So let's select C and see if we're correct. Guess what we are? Yes. 102. Which of the following is not a characteristic of the front tire failure? So we're looking for something which is not a characteristic of the front tire failure. I must declare I don't know what the answer here is, but we'll try to logically deduce it. So something that is not a characteristic of front tire failure. So we're looking for something that is not a characteristic of front tire failure. That means that two of these characteristics are a characteristic of front tire failure. So which might they be? Cold steering, steering wheel twisting, something that's not a characteristic of front tire failure. Steering wheel twisting. I would say that is a characteristic of front tire failure, is the steering wheel to twist. I don't know what cold steering is. Vehicle fishtail. I'm looking for something that is not a characteristic. So let me select fishtailing. That might not be a characteristic of tire failure. Then again, it might. I don't know, but let's see. That is correct. Okay. 103. Most skids, so this is saying these are conditions of most skids. So let's say 95% of skids happen on ice, do not happen with radial tires, are caused by going too fast or trying to stop too quickly. I would say that is the correct answer. That is correct, yeah. 104. In a bad weather, many car drivers tailgate large vehicles. What should you do in a bad weather? What if they mean in bad weather? Many car drivers tailgate large vehicles. Increase your following distance. That is correct. 105. Which of the following systems should receive extra attention during winter weather inspection? Which of the following systems should receive extra attention during winter weather inspection? So, something that would affect, can be affected by cold. I'm going to say steering. I could be wrong, but I think we're dealing with weather, cold. You know, I think it's steering. I could be wrong. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Mistake. It's exhaust. Huh. What do you know? Which of the following systems could receive extra attention during winter weather inspection? And the answer is exhaust. Exhaust. Remember that. Exhaust. Huh. 106. What happens to tar on road pavement during hot weather? Nothing. It becomes staining, making tires stick to the road. It bleeds, making road surface slippery. It becomes staining? I would say it bleeds, making the road surface slippery. Hot tar is probably slippery, right? Let's select that and go with that. And that's correct. 107. What is the best advice for driver when a heavy fog occurs? What is the best advice for the driver when heavy fog occurs? Do not drive too slowly or other drivers may hit you. Park the truck until the fog disappears. Alternate your high beams to improve your vision. So they went the best advice for a driver when heavy fog occurs. The best advice. I suppose the best thing to do would be to park your vehicle, but I don't know. Alternate your high beams to improve your vision. It seems like when you have fog, you don't want to use high beams. You want to use your low beams. I'm going to go with best. The best. B. That is correct. Okay. 108. In mounting driving, you will have to use a lower gear to drive on a grade. Let me read that again. In mounting driving, you will have to use a lower gear to drive safely on a grade. Which of these is not affect your choice of gear? Which of these does not? Let me read that again. Which of these does not affect your choice of gear? So we're looking for the one that does not affect your choice of gear. The length of the grade, the weight of the load, tire tread depth. In mounting driving, you have the grade. How about the length of the grade? Could be right, could be wrong, I don't know, but we'll go with that. It's incorrect. It's tire tread depth is the correct answer. Okay, well, hey, I make mistakes too. So, that's one of them, 108. Let's go, and the correct answer is tire tread depth. So, in mounting driving, you will have to use a lower gear to drive safely on a grade. Which of these does not affect your choice of gear? And that would be tire tread depth. Okay, 109. What should you do before driving in mountains? What should you do before driving in mountains? No escape ramps locations on your way. Unhook your steering axle brake. Carry tire chains in your vehicle. I would say that no escape ramp locations on your way. Let's see if I'm correct. That is correct. Escape ramps should be used by any driver who loses braking power. Are designed for tractor tractor double trailers are designed to slow vehicles so they can get back on the road at safe speed. Yeah, okay. Let's go with A. That is correct. 111. Which of these is true about notifying the authorities after an accident occurs? Exact location is not necessary, just identify the road and the vehicle involved. It's saying which of these is true, so we're looking for a true answer. You should notify authorities about an accident before doing anything else. If you have a cellular phone or CB radio, you should notify authorities before exiting the vehicle. So it's saying which of these is true about notifying the authorities after an accident occurs. Well, an exact location is not necessary. I don't believe that's true. We want the true one. You should notify authorities about an accident before doing anything else. I don't know if that's true either. You should notify authorities about an accident before doing anything else. What if anything else involves pulling a person out of a burning vehicle? If you have a cellular phone or CB radio, you should notify authorities before exiting the vehicle. Again, same thing. What if somebody's in a vehicle and it's on fire? Should you notify, or should you go do what you need to do? This is a tricky one. Which of these is true about notifying authorities after an accident occurs? Before exiting it. That is a tricky one. The C and B are essentially the same. I'm going to go with C. Let's see if I'm correct. Correct, yes. Okay. Alright, so 112. If you are not sure what to use to put out the material hazard fire, you should wait for firefighters, use water, use dirt. If you are not sure what to do to use to put out the hazardous material fire, I would say use dirt. Oh, wait for firefighters. Okay, well, I stand corrected. If there's a hazardous materials fire, don't use dirt to put it out. Instead, wait for firefighters, because after all, that's what the test says to do. 113. Which of these is not a danger of a rough acceleration? So it's asking which of these is not a danger of a rough acceleration. Rough acceleration. What's not a danger of a rough acceleration? Not a danger of rough acceleration. Well, that's certainly a danger of a rough acceleration. What is not a danger of rough acceleration? I don't really understand the question. Which of these is not a danger of rough? A danger. What is not a danger? Tire damage? Is that not a danger? Damage to the coupling? To a coupling. Is that like a universal coupling? Damage of a coupling. Mechanical damage. I'm not sure. Tire damage, rough acceleration, tire damage. I'm going to go with coupling. And that is incorrect. It's tire damage. Which of these is not a danger of rough acceleration? Tire damage is not. Okay. 114. I think I'm going to take a pause here. Be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. 114. Which of these lights cannot be checked at the same time? Which of these lights cannot be checked at the same time? So this is referring to lights. Turn signal, tail lights, and clearance lights. Turn signals, tail lights, and clearance lights. Turn signals, brake lights, and four-way flashers. Headlights, brake lights, and clearance lights. So the one that cannot be checked at the same time. Well, don't turn signals and four-way flashers work at the same time? How could you check them both? So I would say B. That's correct. 115. You are inspecting hydraulic brakes. Great. You should pump the brakes pedal 3 times and then apply firm pressure to the pedal for 5 seconds. If the brakes are working properly, the pedal should depress slightly, sink to the floor, not move. I'm going to say depress slightly. That's a mistake. Not move. So, you are inspecting hydraulic brakes. You should pump the brake pedal 3 times and then apply firm pressure to the pedal for 5 seconds. If the brakes are working properly, the pedal should not move. Remember that. 116. Drivers of trucks and tractor trailers with cargo must check that cargo well secured within the first 25 miles of the trip. That's correct. 117. When starting a bus on a level surface with good traction, there is often no need for starting a bus on a level surface with good traction. There is no need for slow acceleration, a tire check, parking brakes. I'm going to have to go with slow acceleration. Parking brakes. So there's no need for parking brakes. When a bus is on a level surface, okay, there it is, keyword, level surface with good traction, there is no need for parking brakes. Okay. Yeah. This one, I don't know if I can read it. I'm going to expand it. Right. How the weight of the vehicle affects stopping distance. Okay, so the question is how the weight of the vehicle affects stopping distance. Fully loaded trucks take longer to stop, or the buses loaded with passengers take less distance than empty ones. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, yeah. Alright. If brakes work the same no matter what the weight of the vehicle for both trucks and buses. Maybe my reading is off. Let's read the question. How the weight of the vehicle affects stopping distance. So it's asking for how the weight of vehicles affects stopping distances. Fully loaded trucks take longer to stop, or buses loaded with passengers take less distance than empty ones. It seems like wouldn't fully loaded buses take more distance than empty ones? B. If brakes work the same no matter what is the weight of the vehicle for both trucks and buses. Empty trucks take longer to stop than if loaded, but this is not normally the case for buses. I don't know. I don't know this question. How the weight of a vehicle affects stopping distance? Empty trucks take longer to stop than if loaded, but this does not normally the case for buses. If buses work the same no matter if brakes work the same no matter what is the weight of the vehicle for both. I'm going to say that's the correct answer. The question is how the weight of a vehicle affects stopping distance. And now B says if brakes work the same no matter what is the weight of the vehicle for both trucks and buses. That's incorrect. Of course it's incorrect. The answer is C. Empty trucks take longer to stop than if loaded, but this is not normally the case for buses. Okay. 119. When you are stopping to move up a hill from a hill. Oh wait. When you are starting to move up a hill from a stop. Okay, so the question 119 is when you are starting to move up a hill from a stop, release the parking brake as you apply engine power. Engage the clutch and accelerate quickly. Keep the trailer brake hand valve applied until you reach 20 miles per hour. Okay, when you are starting to move up a hill from a stop. So release the parking brake as you apply engine power. Engage the clutch and accelerate quickly. Keep the trailer brake hand valve applied until you reach 20 miles per hour. I don't know the answer here. I don't. Engage the clutch and accelerate quickly. When you are starting to move up a hill from a stop. Let's go with B. This is a guess. And it's incorrect. The correct answer is A. Release the parking brake as you apply engine power. Okay. 120. What is a true about using a heater? What is a true about using a heater? You must have at least one extra heater, such as a mirror heater, battery pack heater, or fuel tank heater when the temperature drops below freezing point. Okay. If you feel sleepy, warming your cab with a heater will help you stay alert. C. When driving at winter weather, you should check that the heater is working properly before starting your trip. Driving at winter. I'm going to go with that. C. That's correct. 121. Okay, oh wait, we're at 120. So let's stop for now. Again, I missed a few on this on these past 20 that I took. Learn from your mistakes and learn from these. The important thing is to just through repetition learn the correct answers. And, we'll pick this up with the next video, and thank you for watching this one, and have a great day and take care. Bye bye now.